Bhagavad Gita mentions anger to be one of the doors to hell. Lord Chaitanya has described Vaishnav Aparad as a mad elephant offense. Fourth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, in the discussion between Maitreya Rishi and Vidura, these two important Vaishnava principles are graphically depicted. Vidura asked to Maitreya Rishi, why was Daksha, who was so affectionate towards his daughter Sati, envious of Lord Shiva, who is the best amongst the gentle? Let us see what Maitreya replied to Vidura. For the pleasure of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath, Srila Prabhupada, we hereby present the drama, The Devastating Sacrifice. Prasuti, where is my dearmost daughter Sati? You know I don't perform any yajna without her.
I'm here, Father. I was collecting special lotus flowers for your worship.
Oh, my dear Sati, I was waiting for you. I was worried. You know my yajna is incomplete without you.
I just wanted to please you, Father.
It is my greatest fortune to be your father, Sati. Prasuti, please instruct all of them in the dharma of a woman as taught to you by your father Manu.
Come, daughters. Chastity is one of the greatest virtue of a woman. As a man gets spiritual strength by practicing celibacy, a woman gets her spiritual strength by chastity. A wife's happiness depends on service to her husband in all situations. A chaste wife is always obedient and respectful to her husband. The nature of chastity is such that a wife can never tolerate insult of her husband. If a woman is chaste, and the husband is a great devotee of Lord Vishnu, they will have great children.
Ma, really a woman becomes very powerful if she is chaste?
Yes, Sati. She gets such power that even the demigods are scared of her and they respect her. In fact, your very name, Sati, means a chaste woman. All of you, come. Please pray to our Aradhya Deva, Lord Narayan, that he bestows upon all of you the benediction of being chaste wives of his great devotees.
My dear Lord Narayan.
Sati? What happened to you, Sati? 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 What happened to you? Wake up, Sati. Wake up.
Ma, I was praying to Lord Narayan and Lord Shiva appeared.
Lord Shiva? No one can utter the name of Shiva in the palace of Prajapati. This cannot be true, Sati. This cannot be true. You cannot marry Mahadev. Come. Please pray to our Aradhya Deva, Lord Narayan. My Lord Narayan, please guide us.
शुक्लं वरदरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं सक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषम् पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकधातं तपोनिधिम्। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये। वसिष्ठाय नमो नमः।
Sati, all your sisters are married. Now once I find suitable match for you, my greatest responsibility will be over. Maharshi Bhrigu, what does your astrological calculation say about Sati's marriage?
Sati?
Yes, Sati. Please tell me, who will be Sati's husband?
Prajapati. She will marry Lord Shiva.
Shiva? Impossible. Impossible. He breaks all rules of cleanliness. He lies in filthy places like crematorium. His companions are ghosts and demons. He smears ashes all over his body. And his ornaments are snakes, shells and bones. He is in name only Shiva. But actually, he is mad and most inauspicious. How can I give my daughter to him?
Daksha,
Yes, father.
Sati has taken her birth only to marry Shiva. She is the eternal consort of Shiva. You cannot change her destiny.
Yes, since her young age, she is devoted to Mahadev.
But father, how can I give my daughter to that beggar? She has been raised with such royalty and affluence. She has always stayed in the palace with great comforts. How can she stay in the crematorium with Shiva and his associates? She will not be happy. And I cannot see her suffering. I will ask Sati what is her desire. She will surely agree with her father. Tell me, Sati, what do you wish? Tell everyone what is your real desire. My daughter cannot do this. You cannot reject my love and trust. You cannot abandon the samskaras I have given you. This is not possible. Certainly you have been bewildered by somebody. I feel betrayed by you, Sati.
This is Sati's destiny, Prajapati.
हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव. Our dear Lord Mahadev has got married to Mata Sati very soon. Have you all stopped working? Please decorate Kailash beautifully. Still so many preparations have to be done. Mahadev will be arriving very soon with Mata Sati. Come, come. You get the flower. You clean the ground. Make sure everything is nice and comfortable for Mother Sati. This is your eternal home. He is Nandi, my eternal associate. You will always be happy here.
My lord, may I ask you a question?
Yes, of course.
I see all your devotees chant your names. But whom are you meditating upon?
Do you really want to know?
Shri Rama Rama Rameti Shri Rama Rama Rameti Shri Rama Rama Rameti Shri Rama Rama Rameti Shri Rama Rama Rameti
Prasuti, the great principal leaders of the universe are organizing a special yajna. We have been invited by my father, Lord Brahma.
I'm sure Lord Shiva and Sati will also come. I will be able to meet Sati. Sati, how are you? Saubhagyavati bhava Sati. Father, how are you, father?
Ayushman Bhava.
Come, Daksha. Meet your son-in-law. Let us begin the yajna.
Yajna? Which yajna, father? Yajna of my insult? First of all, on your order, I got my daughter married to that Shiva against my desire. Shiva is shameless. He does not even know how to behave. He has married my daughter who is like Gayatri, but he does not know how to respect his father-in-law. He did not even stand up to receive me, nor did he think it fit to welcome me with sweet words. This is my insult. Today, I, Prajapati Daksha, am cursing Shiva. That Shiva, the lowest of all demigods, will not get the share in the oblation of sacrifice. I vow today that henceforth I will not invite Shiva for any of my yajnas. And wherever there is presence of Shiva, I will not go there.
This Daksha has become dull by cultivating materialistic education. And that's why he is enemies of Lord Shiva. So I curse him. He will soon be bereft of spiritual intelligence. He has considered his great birth and his body all in all. And thus he has forgotten Vishnu path and is attached to sense gratification. And because of his attachment to body and sense gratification, I curse him that within a short time he will have face of a goat. And it is these Brahmanas, they take the flowery language of Vedas and preach the path of sense gratification to such dull-headed materialists. So I curse them. They will lose discrimination of what to eat and what not to eat. And simply for satisfying their bodies, they will beg from door to door.
Nandi, mind your words. How dare you insult the foremost Brahminical race? I, Brahmarshi Phrigu, curse the entire following of Lord Shiva that they will fall down to the platform of atheism. They will simply imitate Lord Shiva by growing hair, and they will take shelter of flesh and wine, and in this way they will corrupt the purest principles of Vedic scriptures and fall down to atheism. Down to atheism. I, Prajapati Daksha, keeping all the directions as witnesses, announcing that I will perform Vajapeya Yajna. Brigurishi, please start the preparations. In this Yajna, invite everyone. Everyone should be called, except Shiva and Sati.
This is not appropriate, Swami. In this fire of revenge, you will burn our own daughter Sati.
I am surprised that Manuputri Prasuti is saying this. You are accusing me of taking revenge? Try to see from my point of view. I accepted Shiva as my son-in-law, but still he did not show any respect to me. He did not behave like a son-in-law.
Swami, he is one of the three principal deities of the universe. How can he pay respect to a human being?
If he can get married to a human being, why can't he pay respect to his father-in-law?
Please invite him once for the yajna. At least once.
I have already taken my decision. Now you think, whom do you want to support?
Sati? Sati? Where is your attention?
My lord, everyone is going to the yajna organized by my father. Please let us go. Let's go today.
No, Sati. Our going there will be breaking of etiquettes. He has not invited us. It is not appropriate to go without invitation. My dear wife, it is clear that of many daughters of Daksha, you are the favorite. But you will not be honored at his house because of you being my wife. Rather, you will be sorry that you are connected to me.
I think that all my sisters must have gone to this great sacrificial ceremony with their husbands just to see their relatives. I also desire to decorate myself with the ornaments given to me by my father and go there with you to participate in that assembly. My sisters, my mother's sisters and their husbands, and the other affectionate relatives must be assembled there. So if I go, I shall be able to see the performance of the sacrifice by the great sages. My dear husband, I am very much anxious. But I am a poor woman, as you know. I am not conversant with the truth. Therefore, I wish to see my birthplace once more. O best of the demigods, how can the mind of a daughter remain undisturbed when she hears that some festive event is taking place in her father's home? Even though you may be considering that I have not been invited, there is no harm if one goes to the house of one's friend, husband, spiritual master or father without invitation.
One should not go to anyone's house, even on consideration of his being a relative or a friend, when the man is disturbed in his mind and looks upon the guests with raised eyebrows and angry eyes. Therefore, you should not see your father, although he is giver of your body, because he and his followers are envious of me. Because of his envy, O most worshipable one, he has insulted me with cruel words. Although I am innocent.
I want to go for the yajna. I know you will not come.
Stree Hut is the cause of destruction. Sati, it will be inauspicious for you.
How can a father bring inauspiciousness in the life of his most beloved daughter? It has been only a few days since I have come to Kailash. I have stayed in the palace of my father. How can it not be good for me?
Isn't it enough that I, your husband, am telling you this?
Please don't worry. Be rest assured. Have faith. Nothing will go wrong at my father's house. I will return safely.
You will have to listen to me. It's impossible for us to go for the yajna because it will be detrimental for you.
Detrimental? You are talking as if he is not my father, but my enemy. If you don't want to come, I'll go without you.
No, Dakshayani. I can see your future. You are most respectable. And when you are insulted by your relative, this insult will be immediately equal to death.
I know, Swami. Only out of intense love for me, you are anxious. But Prajapati Daksha is my father, and I am the most beloved amongst his daughters. I'll be respected there. Don't have any doubts.
Your destiny is calling you. You are in such a deep illusion that your husband's true words are appearing untrue to you. In spite of this instruction, if you decide to go, neglecting my words, it will be devastating.
My lord, I am going to my father's home. This is my final decision.
Nandi, accompany Sati to her home. It's your responsibility to protect her.
Bhrigumuni, you seem to be anxious. What is the reason?
Oh sage, according to my astrological calculation, the position of planets indicate a time of devastation. Massive destruction is awaiting us. And the root cause of all this will be Prajapati Daksha.
Oh. Is there any way we can stop this?
Just pray. Just pray that Sati should not come here alone. She should listen to Mahadev and not come here alone. Just pray. Sati. Vishnu.
Sati, come back. Do not enter your father's house. Come back, Sati. Please listen, Sati. Please listen.
How can I remain peaceful on Kailash when you are performing a yajna?
Sati!
I know, Father, that you are not very happy with us. But you have never performed a yajna without me. So I came. I do not need an invitation to come to my own house. Daughters don't need invitation.
Which daughter? I have not invited you here.
Let us go, Nandi.
Oh. You have learned the art of acting in association of that actor. In bad association, even people of high birth get spoiled. Sati, I have no respect for your husband. He has no position in my life.
Stop, Swami, stop! I'm requesting you, please. Let our daughter go. She is walking out peacefully.
Prajapati, why are you inviting your own Kal?
Kal! Kal is servant in my house. What can that Shiva spoil? That useless being?
It is the duty of a daughter to maintain respect of her father and her family. For the sake of peace of your yagya, I have taken the decision to go back from here.
Oh! So today you are worried about your father's respect and peace. Where was your love for me when you decided to marry that Avdut? Where was your concern when you made Shiva your life partner? If you actually loved me, you would not have come today like this. With what expectation have you come here? That I will invite him and worship him on your request? That I will beg with folded hands and bow down to him? Impossible!
Stop, father, stop! I have already followed my Putri Dharma till now. Now, following my Patni Dharma, I will protect my husband's respect. You cannot go on insulting him. Why are all of you quiet? How can all of you tolerate the insult of Mahadev?
Enough, Sati, enough! You are crossing your limits. You have become blind in love of that Shiva. I, Prajapati Daksha, has invited all of them. You have become shameless in association of that shameless. I have not given any share of oblation for your husband. And I am not scared of your husband.
Stop, Prajapati! Stop! Enough! I have heard enough criticism of my Swami today. My Lord Shiva has no rival. No one is dear to him, and no one is his enemy. Only you could be envious of such a universal being. Daksh, a man like you can simply find faults in the qualities of others. Lord Shiva, however, never finds any faults. Rather, if someone has a little good quality, he magnifies it greatly. My dear father, you are committing the greatest of offense against Lord Shiva, whose very name purifies one of all sinful activities. Sati, calm down, Sati. Please do not be so angry. Look at me, Sati. Look at me. I will take you back to Kailash. Nobody will tell you anything. Mahadev will accept you. No, mother. No. Calm down. I have heard blasphemy of my lord. I must punish you. No. I will punish myself. No, Sati. It is the biggest curse of my life to be born as Dakshayani. And I have to get liberation from this curse. This body must be destroyed. I have to destroy my body. Maybe then I'll be able to serve Mahadev better. Hey Agnidev, please help me fulfill my vow.
Please forgive me. You are the wife of Mahadev. I cannot burn you. Please forgive me.
I have taken this vow of destruction of my body. And it will happen. Sati!
That actor Shiva has trained you very nicely, Sati. Mahadev's association has destroyed your samskaras. Why are you quiet? I am talking to you. I have no respect for your husband, no position of him in my life. I am not scared of your husband. He cannot do anything to me.
Please forgive Sati. Please forgive all of us. Have mercy on us. Please give up this desire.
I am cutting off my relations to this body connected to Prajapati Daksh because of his lack of knowledge and pride. I bow down to you, my mother Prasuti. All the relatives, please accept my last pranam. Offering obeisances to my Mahadev, I am destroying this body with my own heat.
Sati!
Mahadev! What is the order for me?
Go, Veerabhadra! Incinerate everyone! If anyone, Gandharva demigod tries to stop you, destroy them! Go! Take away the life force of Daksha, who killed my Sati.
Prajapati, Veerbhadra has destroyed all your soldiers and is approaching your palace.
Please, Lord Vishnu! Save me! Save my life, Mahadev!
Swami?
Save my life!
Prajapati!
Hey, Mahadev! Hey, Mahadev, forgive me! Please forgive me!
Lord Narayan, save us!
Narayan!
Mahadev! Mahadev, please forgive us! Please forgive us! Hey Asutosh, have mercy upon me, your Sati's mother. I have lost my daughter and husband. How will I live without my husband? How will I survive without Prajapati? Mahadev, you have destroyed his body, his ahankar. But please give life to this egoless body of Prajapati. Please. Please revive him.
Mahadev, ignorance has vanquished. Darkness of ahankar is destroyed. I have realized my mistake. I was going down to hell because of my offenses. But
But you showed compassion upon me by punishing me. My dear powerful Lord Shiva, please forgive me. Please forgive me and bless me, O Lord Shiva. Please forgive me.
Hare Krishna. What began as a simple domestic event, a father having a yajna at his place, a daughter wishing to participate in that program. But the Srimad Bhagavatam says that Daksha, being already bewildered by Maya, was prone to anger and could not respect a Vaishnava, a pure devotee, a great personality like Lord Shiva. This particular episode has so many vital, important lessons embedded in it, especially for those in the household life. But two things stand out. Anger, when it is not controlled properly, surely leads to Vaishnav aparadh, which Lord Chaitanya warns is the mad elephant offense, which may ruin the very creeper of devotional service.
Hare Krishna. The participants in this drama were Lord Shiva, Yugavatar Prabhu, Sati Rasrani Mataji, Daksha Sridhama Prabhu, Prasuti Kishori Mataji, Vishnu, Rajvi, Lord Brahma, Giri Govardhan Prabhu, Saraswati Sundari Manjari Mataji, Bhrigu, Prahlad Priya Prabhu, Veerbhadra, Raval Tirtha Prabhu, Kashyap Muni, Priyabandhu Prabhu, young Lord Shiva, Aradhita Maheshwari, young Sati Radharani Dalal, Daksha's daughters, Revati Singh, Ladini, Tanvi, Hetal, Rashimani, Bhakti Priya, Bhumi, Gandharvika and Rasika. Nandi is Krishna Gopal Prabhu. Backstage support was by Manjari Mataji, Kirti Kumari Mataji, Yugal Priya Mataji and Radhika Mati Mataji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
RG Media YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe.